You walked into the casino with a system, a lucky feeling, and $200. You walked out with a free watered-down drink and no wallet, and you still think you almost had it. You didn't. Nobody does. So let me explain how owning a casino actually works, because it is the single most honest scam ever invented, and you fall for it every time. Here is the whole business in one sentence. The casino does not gamble. You do. Every single game on that floor is built with a tiny mathematical tilt in the house's favor, called the house edge. Not luck, not vibes, math. The rules are quietly rigged so that, on average, over many bets, the casino keeps a small slice of every dollar wagered. They're not hoping to win, Brokey. They already know they will. The only variable in the building is how long it takes them to peel you. Let me show you what that edge actually means. Say a game gives the house a 5% edge. That means for every $100 bet, the casino expects to keep 5, on average, over time. Sounds small. It is not. Because you don't bet $100 once and leave. You bet it, win some back, bet it again, win some back, bet it again. That same money runs through the machine over and over, and every single time it passes through, the house shaves its slice off the top. You think you're playing for hours. You're actually just feeding the same money through a cheese grater, and acting surprised when there's less of it. This is the one law you need tattooed on your gambling hand. The longer you play, the more certain you lose. It's called the law of large numbers. In a handful of bets, anything can happen. You might get lucky and walk. That's the bait. But over hundreds or thousands of bets, the results grind down toward the math, and the math says the house wins. Luck is loud and short. The edge is quiet and forever. So the casino's only real job is to keep you sitting there as long as possible, because time is literally their product, and you, genius, keep buying it by the hour, which explains every weird thing about how a casino is built. Notice there are no clocks, no windows, no sense of whether it's noon or 3 in the morning. That is deliberate engineered disorientation, so you lose track of time and keep playing. The layout is a deliberate maze. The carpet is loud and ugly to keep your eyes up on the games. Everything, down to the oxygen and the lighting, is tuned to keep your broke behind glued to that seat. You thought it was a fun palace, It's a machine, and you're the raw material. Now, that free drink they keep bringing you. Nothing in a casino is free. That drink is a calculated investment. They know that a loose, tipsy, comfortable gambler plays longer and bets dumber. A watered-down cocktail costs them $1. If it keeps you in the seat 20 more minutes, feeding the grater, that dollar comes back to them many times over. You're not being pampered, Brokey. You're being lubricated so the money slides out of you smoother. Same with the comps. The free room, the buffet, the show tickets. Casinos track how much you bet with incredible precision, and they hand out perks worth a fraction of what they expect to win from you. If they know your play will lose them, on average, $1,000, giving you a $100 room feels like generosity to you and pure profit to them. It's a rebate on your own guaranteed losses. You bragged to your friends about the free suite, retard. You paid for that suite 10 times over and tipped on the way out. Let's talk about your favorite, the slot machine, the dumbest game in the building. A slot machine is just a computer programmed to pay back a set percentage over time, maybe 90 cents on every dollar, keeping the rest. It is the house edge in its purest, most naked form. The flashing lights, the near misses, the little jingles when you win less than you bet, it's all engineered to trigger your monkey brain and keep your hand tapping the button. You're not playing a game, Brokey. You're operating a very colorful money shredder with a lever. Now here's the part that ruins the fantasy for good. What about the guy who wins big? The jackpot, the lucky whale, the story you heard. He is not a problem for the casino. He is their best advertising. His giant win is paid for by 10,000 losers exactly like you, and his story is what lures the next 10,000 through the door. The casino loves a winner, because nothing sells hope like proof that someone, somewhere, beat the machine you're about to lose to. You are the 10,000 You have always been the 10,000. But what about card counters? What about people who beat blackjack? A tiny handful of disciplined geniuses genuinely can tilt one specific game slightly in their favor with years of practice and iron nerves. And you know what the casino does with them? Bans them, throws them out. Think about what that tells you. The house is so committed to its edge that the instant the math flips against it, even a little, the game is over. That is not you, You are not the card counter. You are the guy who tips the dealer when he loses. Let me make it painfully concrete. Say the house edge on your game is 2%, and over a night you place $10,000 in total bets. Because remember, the same few $100 recycled counts as thousands wagered. 2% of $10,000 is $200. That's your expected loss for the night, no matter how many times you won along the way. The math already wrote the ending before you sat down. You called it entertainment, Brokey. It's a cover charge you pay in installments until you're empty. So does the casino ever lose? On a single bet, sure. On a single night, occasionally. That randomness is essential. It's what keeps you believing you have a chance. But across millions of bets from millions of people, the house edge is a law, not a hope. A casino makes money for the exact same reason an insurance company does. It takes a small, guaranteed cut from a huge number of gamblers and lets the math do the rest. The house isn't lucky, the house is the bank. You're just a very slow withdrawal. Ever notice they make you play with chips instead of cash? That is not for convenience. It's to snap the emotional link to real money. Handing over a $100 bill hurts. Sliding a little plastic disc across the felt feels like nothing at all. They turned your money into toys so your monkey brain stops treating it like money. Online, it's even worse, just a number on a screen you tap to make bigger or smaller. They took your cash and handed you arcade tokens, and you somehow felt richer holding less. And that little rewards card they beg you to sign up for, the Players Club, it tracks every bet you make, down to the dollar, so the casino knows your exact value as a customer. That data tells them precisely how many free drinks and comped rooms to dangle to keep you walking back in. You think you're collecting points. You're handing them a detailed map of how to drain you most efficiently. You volunteered for surveillance in exchange for a shrimp buffet, Brokey, cheapest date they've ever had. And now they don't even need the building. The betting app puts the entire casino in your pocket, 24 hours a day, with the exact same built-in edge baked into every spin, parlay, and prop bet. That flashy same-game parlay they push the hardest? That's the slot machine of sports betting. A long-shot combo with a monstrous house edge dressed up to look like a genius play. They removed the last obstacle between you and losing, which was having to stand up. Now you can donate your rent from the toilet. Let me undercut this before you feel enlightened. Knowing all of this will not make you win. There is no system, no hot streak, no lucky machine that beats a built-in mathematical edge over time. Anyone selling you one is running a second scam on top of the first. The only winning move is understanding that the price of the fun is real and fixed, and choosing how much of it you're willing to burn. For you, Brokey, the responsible number is probably stay home. So the next time you're under those windowless lights with a free drink and a feeling, remember what you actually are. You're not a player. You're not a gambler with a shot. You're a voluntary donor to a business whose entire genius is making the donation feel like a night out. The house always wins, That's not a saying, it's arithmetic. And you flunked arithmetic, which is exactly why they built a palace with your name quietly written on the carpet.